It's the middle of the homeschool year for us, and today I want to share with you guys what changes we have made, how we are improving our homeschool, and ways we are socializing our kids. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool, and welcome to my channel. Today I just want to chat with you guys about our homeschool update and let you guys know the changes that are being made and what's going on. You guys get to see a lot of homeschooling day in the life videos, but you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. So today I just want to share that with you guys, maybe give you guys some ideas on different things that you can do and just let you know what worked for us and what didn't. I have been MIA for about 2 weeks because I got hit with a cold and then bronchitis. So I'm still struggling with some congestion. So if I sound a little stuffy, that is why. Please take a minute to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That lets YouTube and myself know that you're enjoying my videos, encourages me to produce more, and gets my video up in those rankings so that it can be shown to more new homeschoolers to help them out as well. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have 3 children. I have a 13-year-old daughter, a 9-year-old son, and a 5-year-old daughter. I also homeschool another little girl who's in 1st grade, but this update is just going to be on my kids alone to keep her stuff private. And today I want to start with my 8th grader. So you haven't seen a lot of her in the videos because she doesn't really like to be in the videos. So I just want to update you on how Kaylee is doing and what her progress is and what it is that she's actually doing this year for her 8th grade year of homeschooling. I've been homeschooling her since she was 5. She's the whole reason why we started this journey. So it's kind of weird for me not to have her in my videos. So when we started the homeschool year this year, you'll find that video here and you'll see what we did for our 8th grade curriculum choices. Kaylee was completely homeschooled. I was doing all of those curriculums and teaching her myself. And then she gradually moved into virtual school. Now she's doing FLVS full time. And it's just, even though she hates it, she is doing a lot better with it because she has that accountability to a teacher. So if you guys have been following me, you know that she spent half of her 7th grade year in a charter school. She wanted to try it out. She's a very social kid and she really wanted to try it out after moving to a new neighborhood and meeting all these kids in this neighborhood that were going to school. So she did that, but then when COVID hit, she ended up back home and we just kept it that way. But having that experience was really good for her because it taught her the accountability and the seriousness of school. So when your child is homeschooled, a lot of times they don't see the importance of their education because they don't know that there's, you know, teachers out there that grade their work and there's the competition between the other students and all that, which is a great reason. It's why we homeschool. But for her, it's what she needed to let her see how serious her education really was, because the ultimate goal for my children is for them to go to college. I want them all to have a college degree. That is what we have instilled in them. And so when they're old enough, you know, right now that's what their path is going, and we'll see how that plays out in the future, of course. But anyway, she is taking a full course load on FLVS, including high school math and advanced language arts. She is, after this year's over, she's going to a Christian high school, and she is super excited about that. Other things that we do to help, you know, socialize my daughter is, well, she has her best friend lives in the neighborhood, so she sees her like every day. But she's also a part of 2 co-ops. The one co-op, she goes there and she does community service projects with them. Like the other day, she helped clean up a garden and replant some flowers and things like that there. And then another co-op that I teach in, she is the teacher's assistant for me, and she's getting that experience on working with kids and helping me prepare my lessons, and I'm paying her a little bit on the side to do that, kind of like her first little job. We also put our 2 oldest kids in sports this year, and so she joined an elite volleyball travel team, and so she gets tournaments on weekends. Right now it's like tournament season, so she's there right now, and then she practices 3 times a week, and she's making really good friends with those girls from that team, and so we're really happy for that as well. We're moving on to my son. He's 9 years old, and technically he'd be in 4th grade. Now, we started using all of this stuff here, and we're doing the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level 4, and as we're going through the work, you know, you go through the grammar. He knows it all, and I'm skimming through the vocabulary. He knows that. The spelling, he's spelling everything on point. The challenging reading, he's reading everything. And so I decided to test him up to the next level because I'm like, well, maybe this is a little too easy for him. And he tested all the way to level 6 in the Good and the Beautiful, which is 7th and 8th grade. So we are not going to jump into level 6 just yet. We stopped the Good and the Beautiful language arts for right now for him, and we're going to focus on his writing. So we have IEW writing, and right now for his language arts, all we're going to be doing is honing in on those writing skills and his handwriting skills and typing and stuff like that. He's continuing with Beast Academy Math. He's doing great. He loves that. For science, we're still doing the Good and the Beautiful science units. However, this is going to be the last unit. We're doing the human body right now. Once we finish that for the rest of the homeschool year, I'm going to allow him to pick subjects that he wants to learn about during those science days. Watching documentaries, reading books, doing projects, whatever it is that he feels like it. I want to lean in more towards interest-led learning, especially for him. And we're going to start with doing that with the science. We've also been leaning in towards interest-led learning for history. So we started with Beautiful Feet we started with Knotgrass history. We moved into Beautiful Feet history, and in reading Beautiful Feet history, we were supposed to be learning about early Native Americans and early American history, and it briefly mentioned the Ice Age. And then we decided to go back and study the Ice Age. So I have a great book. I'm looking off to the side because it's around here somewhere. Anyway, my agenda today is to organize this classroom so that I know where everything is. But we're studying the Ice Age right now for history, so we kind of put everything else on hold. And also, he's been watching the Night of the Museum series. And every time those past 3 days, because there's 3 of the movies, he's curious about different people. So we did a lesson on Amelia Earhart. We did a lesson on Theodore Roosevelt. And we take the characters that he's interested in and we do a unit study based on them. So I'm leaning into more interest-led learning for my son. I'm trying to learn more about project-based learning. I believe he's a gifted learner. Our evaluator last test that we had told us she believed that he was gifted. And we never put the money out to actually have him tested for gifted. He does meet all of the qualifications for gifted, and seeing how academically advanced he is, I'm going to homeschool towards that. So with that being said, we're starting to lean more into interest-led learning for those other side subjects. Focusing still on writing and math. So he goes to 2 co-ops. One co-op we go to every Tuesday, and there he socializes with his friends, and he has 2 classes that he goes to. One is to learn about dinosaurs, the apologetics of dinosaurs, and the other one is, it's just like a old school outside games and stuff like that, just for him to hang out with his buddies and play and stuff like that. And we also put him in basketball, so he's in a basketball team. He has practice twice a week, and he has his games, so that's really fun for him.
Yes! Get in there!
Eye contact. And then we have a once-a-month co-op that does park play dates and field trips. So moving on to my 5-year-old, she started her kindergarten work at 4. We did the Good and the Beautiful level pre-K when she was 3, and then we started doing at 4, teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons, and she is 10 lessons away from completing that book, and she's doing so great. It's that book, you guys, if you're teaching a child to read, I really recommend that book. It's may not be the most fun book or colorful book, but it is so good for teaching kids how to read. She was reading my shirt the other day. It had a big Bible verse on it. She read the whole thing. And she's just reading everything. I can't even spell words to my husband anymore in secrecy because she can read it. She can spell it out and understand what the word is in her head. So now we're moving on to trying to speak in Spanish until they pick that up. She wants to learn how to spell all kinds of words. So we do little spelling drills throughout the week just to improve her spelling because she likes writing cards. She likes writing stories, and she's into that. So it's awesome because it's the first kid that I have who likes to do that. So I'm excited about what the future holds for my little writer. My kids have been really into drawing. Well, my little ones have been. They've been really into drawing, so I got them both these notebooks, and I just allow them to draw whatever it is during their free time. After we finish the reading for the Teach a Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, we're gonna skim through the Good and the Beautiful level K, which is graded for advanced kindergarten, regular first grade, And she's just gonna learn different things that she has, and we're only gonna do the sentences, the lessons about sentences, about punctuation marks, things like that, stuff that this other book doesn't teach. We're just gonna, and then I'm gonna do all the assessments to make sure she passes it, because eventually we are gonna jump into level 1 of the good and the beautiful and move forward with them, and I don't want there to be any gaps. She's doing interest-led learning with my son. Whenever she sees a person in the movies or something she wants to learn about, we do a little mini unit for her as well. And then for science, she's joining in on all our science units. But once the human body is over, my son's doing his learning on his own. I have a kindergarten science unit that I made, which you guys will hear more about in the future, that I want to do with her. 2 reasons. One, because it's really good, and it teaches her all the science concepts, very basic, to introduce her to it. It's very, very hands-on. But 2, also to fine-tune it so that I can offer it to you guys, and I can tweak things and test it out on her. And as far as her, socialization, I keep doing this because if you've been homeschooling for a while, you already know why. But if you're new to homeschooling, I know a lot of new homeschoolers are really stressed out about having their kids socialize, and that's a whole nother video. Maybe I'll make another video on that. So she gets to play with the 2 girls that I homeschool, the 1st grader and her little sister. When she comes in, Carolyn is my little one, is in between ages of them, and so she gets to play with them all day, every weekday. And then on the days we were at co-op, she's playing with the kids at co-op there. So this has been a great year socially for my kids, and I'm blessed to have all these different groups and things like that. So next school year, we have some big plans, some big changes, a lot of things I'm thinking about, a lot of things I'm going to change for the homeschool year. I'm still tweaking things. That's a future video that will come after the summer once I finalize exactly what I'm doing. So that's it for our update, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed this video, because there's many more to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.